Welcome back to another high-level 2v2 matchup. We are going to be seeing Russia and Mexico go up against Hausa and Portuguese. How about those civ combos? That is not a very common matchup that you see. Playing on the blue team, Russia, Mexico, right around that 1800 to 2000 elo. And on the red team, Hausa, 2200 elo, and Portuguese about 1800 elo. Pretty well balanced match here. Mexico is going to be doing a pretty interesting strategy this game, so we'll keep a close eye on him. And yeah, let's get into it. We're playing on Sahel, or Sahel, however this map is pronounced. Pretty cool Mexico, or excuse me, pretty cool Africa map. Trade posts. Looks like Portuguese is picking up trade posts right away. And we got Mexico and Russia going in for an 80 coin treasure. And honestly, I don't know anything about Mexico, so I'm going to be paying close attention to how Nort plays them, because Nort is a pretty high level player. He's about 2000 elo. So we'll keep an eye on him. And we got Big Daddy Dre playing as Portuguese. Russia going in for hunting dogs right away. And let's see what he's got in his shipments. First shipment is Team Furrier. 8% berry bush, 5% hunted animals. Or no, 10% hunted animals, 15% berry bush. First shipment for Mexico is the Hacienda and 2 settlers. Hausa, another pretty unique civ that you just don't see played very often. 3 settlers coming in for Hausa. And let's see where that Hacienda wagon is going to be being placed, because that is a shipment point for Mexico. Looks like they're going pretty aggressive. Going to be rushing probably. How about this Hausa Explorer? That just riding a camel. It's pretty awesome. Definitely one of the cooler explorers. Ooh, and they're picking up 200 food treasure. Very, very nice treasure to pick up this early. I'm guessing he's going to let Russia have that. Russia doing a 14 villager age up, so kind of slow. Mexico also on 14 villagers. Ooh, Portuguese picked up 145 food. That is going to be a nice treasure. Looks like the red team has spotted the forward base, so they are expecting a rush. And is Mexico putting down a trade post? He is. Mexico is putting down a trade post, so we're going to be seeing a native rush from Mexico. And he's already putting down 2 trade posts, actually. Very interesting. Age up with military wagon and 200 XP. First shipment, 5 settlers. Well, it's going to be the second shipment in age 2 for Mexico. Putting down a cantina. So he's got 2 trade posts. One is the Aiken and Cobias. And just like that, he's sending in native treaties, which is going to give him a shipment of native warriors from each allied tribe. So he's going to get some of those skirmisher units, I think, and some of these Berbers. And looks like he's just going to be gathering food and coin. And this shipment is coming in here. Mexico does get 2 explorers upon age up, it looks like, which is pretty nice. Oh, these are actually a heavy infantry, so it's not a skirmisher. It's like a musketeer. So he's making some of these Akins, and he's going to get a shipment from each tribe. And just like that, he gets 4 of the musketeer units and 3 Berbers, which are a kind of like a hussar, it looks like, a hand cav. Cool looking units for sure. So full native rush from Mexico, very unusual, although I know it's been shown on Lionheart, so I'm sure it's going to become popular now. And he is now shipping in Texacala Alliance, which is 1 native embassy travois, and some other stuff, I have no idea. Pushing in on Hausa. Hausa is by himself because Portuguese is probably going age 3. Yep, Portuguese going up to age 3, so we're seeing a 2v1 rush, but Hausa is so tanky with this big ass fort. And he does have some raiders, but he's got to be careful with those because there's a lot of musketeer units here. These got a 10-hand attack times 3 multiplier against Cav. Hausa holding steady. Russia is mixing in some recruits. These are very hard civs to rush because you got this fort right here. Portuguese has 2 town centers. It's going to be a hard, very hard civ combo to do a rush against. And just like that, Portuguese is now sending in 3 organ guns, which is going to clean up pretty nicely here, unless they get a lot more cav. Oh, Hausa raiders are going to catch some of these strelets exposed. And he does have some musk in the mix, so that's going to be a problem. And we're going to be seeing an organ gun pop here from Portuguese. Oh, he's got the raiders. The raiders are right there. He's going to need some Minutemen. Fulani archers from Hausa. Not the best fight, but they are able to do some work here and still preserve an organ. Portuguese now sending in 8 Caçadores. And what does the other team have? So their rush was not very effective here. There's just too many military buildings to try to rush. Mexico now making some conquistadors. He's training those from the native embassy. So what do we have? Conquistadors. That's like a cavalry unit or a dragoon unit. Pretty cool looking unit there. Hausa and Portuguese now pushing the forward base. Doing a good job of defending those organs. Dragoons coming in for ports. It looks like he canceled the Caçadores in favor of 5 Dragoons, which is probably a good idea. And they're just kind of circling, trying to close in here on those organs. Let's see if this battle is going to work. Oof, it's a pretty good fight. Those dragoons are doing work, though. I don't think this was going to be a good fight for the blue team, unfortunately. They're still pretty aggressive with their forward bases here. Big hacienda going down. Port's making more organ guns. Looks like Russia is going to try to go in for a raid. But Ports does see it and flees the villagers right away. Oh, you gotta get that organ gun out of there. Those 5 dragoons are still alive. Well, 4 of them are. And still putting in work. And they are going to be, looks like the red team's going to be going for this 185 wood treasure. What is Mexico? Mexico's on 35 villagers, wow. Sending in frontiersmen. No idea what that was. Looks like Mexico is aging up right now and building conquistadors. European adventurer armed with a gun and riding horseback, good against cavalry. And he still has the Berber camels as well. Cool units. .330 HP, those are pretty strong units there. So Mexico is now age 3, and Hausa is also now making the Berber camel riders. .41 villagers for Russia. He's got a pretty good eco. 34 for Mexico, 28 for Hausa, and 35 for Portuguese. But Portuguese is going age 4. Oh, and it looks like the tide is shifting a bit as they are going to be pushing while Portuguese is trying to age up here. Oh, Portuguese is aged up, and the organs pop right into the infantry. And they are immediately cleaning up those Russian infantries. Bullets coming in, 5 organ guns coming in, a couple more being made. Portuguese is going to be going full organs against this conquistador and Russian infantry build. And Mexico is on elite Berber camels now, which are 405 HP, 27 hand attack. And they have a 2x bonus damage against cavalry? Huh. Interesting. So these are some pretty strong cav units here. These Berber camels have 450 HP. And how are they so strong? So he's got a cavalry combat 15%. Native warriors are less expensive. And he's got an infantry cav. What is this? Train and move faster. Huh. Ooh, yellow's looking really dangerous right now. But can he fight the organs? That's the real question. Can you fight the organ guns with your with all those conquistadors and Berber camels? Organ guns are going to be moving in on the infantry for some easy pickings. Cantina's going down. Portuguese is now on 14 Rabulds. Looking pretty deadly. Grape shot is in, so they're moving fast. And they're just going to be cleaning up shop. Town center goes down. Russian town center building as well. And does the blue team have an answer for this? Or are they just going to lose everything right now? Ooh, big raid coming in on the side, and they are not defending it. But they are getting ready by making some culverins, which is smart. Looks like Russia is making 3 culverins. He's got 1 culverin. Oof, and all those villagers just go down like it's nothing. Oh, got some shots off on the goons there. And the organs are just going to move in. Oh, it looks like we're going to be seeing a big battle here. Oh, yellow really should be moving in. His teammate's going to be losing a lot here. Culverins are popping. Everyone's moving in. Big battle. Who's going to come out on top? Culverins are down. Just conquistadors, Berbers versus javelin riders and Raboulds. And those conquistadors are pretty tough. Ooh, we got 5 more organs coming in from behind. Gonna be clean up that last culverin. And somehow the red team survives this battle. That was a good one. It was a good fight. But I think that is going to be the game, as they only have 1 culverin left. And these Berbers are tough, 450 HP. Yeah, Russia is sending in 2 blockhouse wagon. And what was the other part? Villager change enables your villagers to gather hunts faster with 2 blockhouse wagon. That's a weird card. Ooh, and just like that, he flees his villagers right into the raiders and the javelin riders. Russia calls it. Looks like Mexico still has some conquistadors, but that's just not going to matter at this point. And they call the game. Let's see the stats here. Pretty good game. Nice hold by Hausa while Portuguese was aging. Most kills, of course, he got 47 Raboulds. That's going to do some damage. Looks like Mexico had a lot of kills. Pretty well balanced game. Good game and well played. Alright guys, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.